And the Sons of the Sweet Science is a docuseries set in Oakland, California. Get that a round of applause in itself. Anytime we put the spotlight on the town in a positive way, that's what we're going to perpetuate. And we got two extremely talented, vital people to entertainment, to creativity, to energy around Northern California. One who's been on this show before when she came by with Big Frida, and they were celebrating the Queen of Bounce. She's a producer of the Grammy Award-winning short film In the Pines. She's the director of Life Is, documenting Oakland culture and legacy. She's worked with the Discovery Channel, National Geographic, which is one of my favorites, TLC, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, and Fuse, just to name a few. An award-winning filmmaker and producer, a mom, and just an extraordinary person. Give it up for the one and only Renée Moncada. She's up in here, man. Come on. What up, Renée? Turn the mic on.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's amazing. Happy to be here. Good energy.
You in a seat now. And sitting next to you, your partner and your husband, who is an amazing, outstanding guru of a sort coming out of Northern California. To me, he and his partner, Denzil Foster, from Foster and McElroy, are the genesis in many ways to a lot of new age R&B music and a lot of hit records that have come out of hip-hop music based on music that they orchestrated and produced. What can I say? He's a Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, producer. I say singer. I'm not sure if he sings, but I'm sure he does. I know there's reference tracks somewhere.
Every morning.
Every morning he does?
In the kitchen, loud. Yes.
Okay. He's the creative force behind En Vogue. Need I say more? That alone deserves a round of applause. Toni. Need I say more? Raphael Sadiq, Club Nouveau, the co-writer and producer of Why You Treat Me So Bad. Come on, man. He's featured in the Sons of the Sweet Science as the father and trainer of a nationally ranked boxer, Tommy McElroy. I want to welcome him to the show. Ladies, standing off for this man right here, man. You never see him speaking. Tommy McElroy is in the building, Northern California. You better stand up and scream out loud, man. That brother is here,
Thank you for having me, Sway. Thank you for having me.
Man, bro, we go so far back. Man, thank you for being here. You don't talk.
I try to do. I don't try to talk. I don't like people to see me coming. So
okay.
That's how we do it when I was growing up.
Man,
you know?
Grew up in East Oakland.
East Oakland, baby. I'm to the soil for real, 10 toes down in Oakland.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Renee, where did you grow up?
I grew up in San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah. 9 toes down, not to Oakland.
Mission District.
Though. Oh, the Mission District.
In the Mission District.
The Mission.
Yep.
I used to work over at the UPS on 16th and Mission.
In Mission, yep. I used to live on 16th
That's where you was?
in Valencia, yep.
Yes. You was on 16th? You weren't peddling drugs or nothing, were you?
No.
Okay.
No, but I saw them around.
You saw them around, right?
Definitely.
Well, congratulations on this project, Sons of Sweet Science. Tommy, man, you and Denzil got to come back and allow us to have a full conversation about the production duel. Is that possible?
For you, yes.
Thank
For
you.
East Oakland, yes. We don't do a lot of interviews. We're both running around being family-oriented and everything else that we do. But for sure, yeah, of course. I'll come out the gym and come kick it with you.
Okay, man, I appreciate that. I might even go in the gym to do it, you know.
We're welcome.
How did you and Denzil get together, man? How did y'all first meet? How did y'all form the production team? Because to me, that's the genesis of all of this, even Sons of the Sweet Science.
Yeah, to a degree. Denny was a friend of my friend, Mario Lee, who I knew from high school at St. Mary's High School in Berkeley. My parents shipped me over there. They didn't want me to go to school in Oakland because they knew what I would have got into. So Mario always was telling me about this dude, Denny, who was good in music, who I should hook up with. So after we graduated, my boy Mario hooked me and Denny up, and Denny is such a gregarious dude and just talking, and he's the opposite of me. He just took to me and took me under his wing and said, hey, man, we can go produce all these people. We can do this. I was just in L.A., and he's all around. And he swooped me up, and we started producing. He knew I was a good keyboard player, piano player, classical music. And as soon as I got in that energy and we put our wonder twin powers together, we started taking off little by little. Eventually, we found ourselves in the studio with Jay King.
Jay King. Give Jay King a round of applause. Jay King.
And we ended up doing the Rumors record. That was like 1985, 1986. Seemed like ancient times.
Look at all these rumors.
Yeah, with Mike Marshall and Timex Social Club. And that became, I believe, one of the biggest selling independent records, if not that year, of the last 10 years at that time. And that kicked off our career. And we've always had an independent mindset from the beginning, wanting to do our own thing, not be really signed to anybody, and have our own production company. We started our own production company, Too Tough Enough Productions, and just kept going, creating our own groups, signing production companies independently with other record companies. And, you know, we had a beautiful run.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm still in the business today because I manage my own publishing. I own all my own publishing.
You own all that publishing from back then?
All my own publishing.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Come on. Yeah, man. Most OGs don't own their publishing.
No, I was up on that. You know, Oakland is a hustle.
Yeah.
The hustle. So I asked all the right questions. I knew about intellectual property coming in. And I was like, oh, intellectual property is just like real property. It's just like real estate. If I own this, it might keep making money forever, just like a house. And that's what I did. And so I'm able to leverage and manage my publishing. I got over like 300 songs because there's samples of samples of samples. So that keeps me busy. And I'm very happy that I met Denny, and he got me on my journey on his production musical journey. Yeah. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing. Man. I'm very blessed. I'm a very blessed guy because my life didn't have to be like this.
Man, I'm so happy to hear this because most stories we hear, you know, because of the way the music business is designed, it's not an artist-friendly industry. And so 9 times out of 10, we hear the story is unfavorable, what people's experiences have been. And it lands where, you know, that we see a lot of our heroes in places and spaces we don't want to see them in. You know, they didn't get a chance to benefit off their own creations. Yeah.
And I'm very fortunate that I came up in an era that built me up, didn't break me down. I got put into martial arts schools early in my lifetime and learned to respect women because I was getting kicked in the stomach by women at the martial arts school, and went to boxing and Muay Thai and learned different cultures and the value of self-respect and discipline and, you know, just mastering your mind early. So I got all that early in my life. So when I got to the music industry, I could recognize the real from the fake and be like, I'm not going to be like that guy. I'm going to be like that guy.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's the town raised me, and luckily I was raised in boxing gym and combat gym, so I was already armored up when I got out into the world. So I knew what time it was. It was going to be some hurdles for me to get over, and especially in the music industry. I was like, man, these cats, man. If we was on the street, you know, I'd be like, you know,
a lot of nerds in high positions.
Yeah, man, you know. So it's all good. I'm just very blessed. I have a very beautiful wife.
Yes, indeed.
Who's working on a very beautiful film that tells a story of part of that and how guys like me get brought up in the gyms and on the street and turn their life around and benefit from being in the gym and being a part of something bigger than what they thought they could be.
Yeah. This is an amazing docuseries, Sons of the Sweet Science. It's art, is living art, the way you guys have presented boxing and the different layers that come with boxing. It's not just punching or getting punched or avoiding punches. It's much more to it, and I want to get into that momentarily. But I want to ask, what came first, Club Nouveau or Timex Social Club? I know
Timex Social Club was the first. That was the first time Denny, Jay, and I were in the studio together.
Okay.
And they were a group. Timex Social Club is a group from Berkeley, California, Berkeley High School. They performed that song Rumors at the Berkeley High School talent show and won the talent show with it. Jay heard the song through one of the members' brothers. I can't remember his name right now. I'm sorry. But he said, this is a hit record. I need you and Denny to come in and work on it with me. So Club Nouveau came after that record. It grew out of Timex Social Club. Timex Social Club couldn't get the deal together with Jay. Jay said, okay, well, I'll just take these guys that did the record, Tommy and Denny, and form another group. Club Nouveau came out of that. We had an idea to do a song just like Rumors, call it Jealousy. That's marketing promotion we were thinking already.
Jealousy, yes.
And that song blew up. Benny Medina signed us to Warner Brothers Records, and we just kept going from there. Eventually, we left Club Nouveau and started our own production company, and went on to do En Vogue, Toni, Regina Belle, Swing Out Sister, a lot of different acts. So I can't even remember them all. Sometimes I hear a record and say, "Did we do that? Oh, damn!"
Wow.
Or I'll look at the check and say, "Oh yeah, we did royalty statement. Yeah,
we did that record.
Yeah. Let me cash this real quick."
The Loonies, I got 5 on it.
My boy Chris Hicks.
Chris Hicks. What up to Chris Hicks with the green Mercedes? Renee, remember the green Mercedes? And Chris used
Oh
to
my God, with the peanut butter top.
with the peanut butter top. The song they sampled was
Why You Treat Me So
So Bad
from Club Nouveau.
from Club Nouveau. Jay-Z done sampled music from you too.
Yeah, everybody, Puffy.
Who else?
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez. It's got groups all over the world that have sampled that song.
Yeah.
In Puerto Rico. I still got Jeezy, I think.
Yeah, Jeezy, yeah.
Yeah, I sign off on stuff at least 2 to 3 times a week on various songs that I've done. But Why You Treat Me So Bad was a song that it was one of the kids from the group, Yuck Mouth, I think.
Yep, Yuck Mouth, yep.
He found the record, and he brought that idea to Tone Capone, who is another Bay Area
Tone
producer,
Capone, man, who doesn't get enough respect, man. Yes.
And Tone did that track.
Uh-huh.
And after they did it, after they did 5 on it, Chris Hicks sent it to me. I went to high school with Chris. Chris always had the perm and was
he always had that. Yeah.
Pimpin' don't stop, baby. He was always a player like that. He was always a player. I was always a music square and kind of an undercover tough guy. But Chris called me and said, "Yeah, we got this song. We took your song and did this with it, honey. Yeah, let me let you hear it right quick." So he played it for me. I was like, "Damn, that sound hella good. I wish I would have did it like that."
Yeah.
And yeah, as soon
right
as it
here.
dropped, Tone Capone called me too. He said, "I hope we got your blessing." I said, "Hell yeah, that sound good, man." I'm thinking in my head, "Oh, he gonna give us another 20 years on this song." And he gave us another 40 years on the song. So I'm just, like I said, I'm blessed, very fortunate. From Timex Social Club, Rumors, Club Nouveau, Why You Treat Me So Bad, to the Loonies, I got 5 on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful legacy for me to be involved with, and all the other songs too. But
so when you hear this song, know that it came from him and his partner. This song couldn't have been made without what Club Nouveau did.
Club Nouveau and Timex Social
And
Club.
Timex Social
They're related
Club.
to actually, that song comes from a song called "Thinking About You." That Timex Social Club.
Thinking about you, girl.
Yeah. So the evolution of that song, we wrote the music for Why You Treat Me So Bad for Thinking About You. That track was supposed to go on that, but since we didn't get a chance to work anymore with Timex Social Club, it went to Club Nouveau and became Why You Treat Me So Bad. And then from there,
Why you treat me?
and there it went on to become.
Now you know where it came from.
Oh yeah. So let me tell you something about that track. Sweat.
Yes.
So you hear them big drums and everything, how it's moving.
Yeah.
Sing, shout over that. Shout.
Shout
Let it all out.
These are the things I could do without. Come on.
That's the
Tears for
inspiration.
Fears.
Yeah, we were big Tears for Fears fans on New Wave. So that was the inspiration. Yeah. That was the inspiration for that sound, that song. We said we want to do one like this.
All right, yo, okay.
And so people don't know that when you're a producer and an artist, you're pulling from everything in the air around you. So we were big Tears for Fears fans, and that was everybody listened to everything at that time in music. So that's where we got the inspiration for the production and the sound of that Why You Treat Me So Bad from Tears for Fears, Shout. if you listen to it, once I tell you, you'll hear it every time. But if you don't know, you won't hear it.
Okay, I mean, listen, man. I'm sorry, Renee.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't call it.
You know what? I enjoy
Hope Cheers
him
for Fears don't
talking
call
about
me
this.
from the world.
They might. You enjoy hearing him talk.
No, I love. Tommy is an amazing producer and musician. In the morning, we have a piano in our house, and sometimes he'll just get on and play. He's so expressive through his hands and the emotion that comes through. So it just makes me love him even more when I see him doing what he does and him being here. I'm more happy about that than the film. Yeah, I really am. So I could just talk, let him talk. Like, it's just his nature. And when people are doing what they love, then they're lovable, you know?
Yeah.
So it just makes me love him more to see him back in his element. So thank you for that.
Okay. All right. I just
go ahead.
I'm just looking at the clock. I only got so much time with Tommy.
You can get to the rest when me and Denny come back.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna save the rest.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna save the Tonys, En Vogue. I'm gonna save the soundtracks, everything.
There you go.
MC Light.
There you go.
I'm gonna save Mopreme.
There you go.
Dr. Funk.
Dr. Funk. I'm gonna save all of that. I just want you to know that you and Denny. I want to say thank you. Because for me, growing up in the Bay, I was adjacent to all of this. And when I was in high school, I performed the Tears for Fears song at our prep rally. So I knew where the drums. The drums. I didn't know that was the motivation, but I understood.
You knew that lick in those drums and that sound.
That sound, right? But you too should know that you have been a tremendous inspiration and amazing representation of our region, Northern California, the music industry, but more important, beyond the industry, you motivated a lot of people. I grew up on 23rd Ave, man.
The Twomps.
The Twomps. And had I not seen y'all do it, had I not seen Short do it, had I not seen, Hammer do it, I don't know if I would have had it in my mind. Me and King Tech had our own little independent label running through City Hall. You remember. We used to see each other then. Yeah. By the time we came to radio, we were really in our second life. But we were so young, people thought that's where it all began. But I hold you all dear to my heart, and it's grounding. When I see Raphael sitting outside, it's still sipping tea. Such a big fan of his. Like, it's hard to be a friend of his because I'm such a big fan of his, and I've shown that respect. But Tommy McElroy, Renée Moncada is here, and we're talking about the new series that they're doing. It's on YouTube, Sons of the Sweet Science. And I didn't know what to expect. Namani Guapale's brother was like, you got to get them on the show. And I was like, no problem, but what is this? And he told me it was a docuseries around the impact of boxing. Who came up with this concept, and what is it about boxing that you wanted people to know?
Well, Sons of the Sweet Science is a family film, a family series, and it features some of the top boxers in the country, nationally ranked amateur and professional boxers, and they're straight up out of Oakland. It focuses on fatherhood. It focuses on mentorship and like coming of age, but also the metaphysics of boxing, the sweet science, as they say. I just, watching my husband, watching Tommy and my son, and how he learned so many life lessons through boxing. The ring was just a metaphor for life for him. My son had a lot of problems in school.
Like what?
Just bouncing around, not moving, not listening. They, gave certain labels they throw out there, ADD, ADHD, and we kept getting calls about that. And, they even suggested at one point he should take medication. And I was just like, no, you're not doing that, I just felt like it was just a violation of his spirit for him to be sitting down. And so Tommy got him, same thing with him. He was him.
Yeah.
People bopping around, just moving, zipping, whining, twisting, and
fighting.
so fighting. He didn't fight, but Tommy did. Tommy.
He got in a few little scraps. I just didn't tell you about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know any of that.
Gotta get the piece of hope.
You know what I mean? I didn't know any of that. But I just got the idea, but looking at the relationship between my husband and my son.
Okay. How did you feel? In what ways are you hoping that this resonate with other people, like with families out there that might be trying to create a bond with their kids? And how does, martial arts or boxing help strengthen that bond? What do you hope people walk away with?
Well, just the understanding of the art of the sport. It's a combat sport, but it's also a very much a mental sport.
Yeah.
And I think people just see boxing as people in there swinging and getting beat up. And excuse me, it's an art form, and it requires a lot of discipline, a lot of focus, dedication. It's a lonely and very much a solo sport, but for a boxer, like some of the great boxers that we see now, they all started off where these boxers are now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just want people to have an appreciation for the sport. And I also think Oakland needs something positive out of the city, and boxing has always been there. And so I want to show that, there are people in Oakland who are really putting back into their community in this way. Oakland is, I always say, boxing rings are like social service agencies. So I just want people to know how important the sport is in community and for young people, mentally, physically. You have kids on their phones, they have anxiety now and just depression, and it's because there's just energy trapped in the body that is not getting out. And I want people to understand how energy works, especially for young people. They're not supposed to be sitting down in the classroom all day. It's just not. They want to be out exploring the world and moving their bodies. Even grown people, we need to move our bodies.
Yeah.
And so boxing is just that sport. It's beautiful. It's an art form. And I just love it.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Hey, Tommy, how young were you when you got into the sport of boxing?
I've been in martial arts and combat sports since I was 8. So I started off in Taekwondo and wrestling, and then went to Kajikimbo, which is a multi martial art from Hawaii, Filipino art. And from there I went into Muay Thai. And I was fighting in all of it. So I was wrestling, head-butting people and cheating and wrestling, pinching people. So I've been in since I was 8 years old, all the way up. I competed till I was like 41. And so I stopped at Muay Thai and boxing. And boxing has been my emphasis for the last probably 15 years. So it's the last martial art I studied was boxing.
You didn't play basketball, football, none of that?
I played football. I played back in that Jack Tatum area. I was trying to paralyze people and all that kind of shit.
The Oakland Dynamites.
Oakland Dynamites. Yeah, I did.
Yo.
I was everybody in Oakland. That's what the Oakland
played
Dynamites.
for the Oakland Dynamites.
Man, I played football. I was okay in basketball, but I like to fight. My Instagram is, my son named it, but it's called Mac Will Fight You, because I used to always tell him how I used to get into it with people and throw the first punch before they can get me. So I've been a fighter since I was a kid. It just got put in the right framework, and the energy got funneled in the right direction. So I took my independence and entrepreneurship, and with that fighting spirit, even when I was in music, I was quiet. But behind closed doors, Denny and I would always get business taken care of, staying up late if we had to, running over whatever we needed to run over, getting where we needed to be because of the fighting spirit that was instilled in me and developed through martial arts and boxing.
I always thought that most boxers and fighters like that, they get into that sport because they were like, they were team players, but they used to take the loss more harder than the rest of the team. That's what made you get into that sport, that you wanted to do it by yourself instead of with a bunch of guys. So if you took the loss, it was your fault?
Yeah. Basically, I just like fighting.
No, he liked to fight.
Rhyme or reason.
And not just even when you got a little older.
Yeah, I done got into it a little here and there behind Renee. Some dudes might have said something. I might have
He pulled the dude's shirt up and locked him. There's 2 dudes on the court at City Center playing basketball. They was talking mess, and I guess I walked by, and Tommy grabbed both of them and pulled their shirt ups over their faces, over their necks and twisted the shirt, and they were both stuck in their shirt and choked them with their own shirts.
I've been trained by I'm deep in combat sports.
Tommy's
I've been
crazy.
trained.
hell?
I've been trained by
Tommy's
military, Navy SEAL guys, and
He is crazy.
it's
Y'all
a
don't
lot.
understand. People think he's quiet. Not with me, never.
Yeah,
but
but
that's what made me attracted to him. I was like, he can fight too. Okay, yeah, that's my man.
But who actually walks you and say, hey, you know what, Tommy, I think you should go boxing or something like?
My brother. My brother told he saw me sparring. And I had a lot of mentors coming up. Bill Owens from Costco's Martial Arts in Oakland. Doug Jones from Doug Jones Martial Arts and Costco's. And I had there's guys at jiu-jitsu and judo schools out in the Bay Area. Just different people. But my brother saw me sparring, and my older brother Daryl McElroy. And he said, you remind me of Bernard Hopkins. I was like, what? And he said, I was like, who's Bernard Hopkins? He said, oh, this dude, he got out of prison. He's nice, man. He be fighting dirty. He ain't nothing flashy. And I said, oh, really? I just seen Roy Jones. He's like the kung fu master.
Yeah.
He said, nah, Bernard Hopkins is a dude. You need to watch. And then once I started watching Bernard Hopkins, I was like, oh, that's boxing. Boxing is a whole different thing, And I just studied the dude, and he became like a muse for me and my stuff that I was doing. I was like, I'm going to be like Bernard Hopkins. And I never do that. I never ride no dude like that. But Hopkins was a real dude, you know what I'm saying? So my brother put me on to that, and he took me to King's Gym in Oakland. And from there, my boxing journey began. And what happened henceforth after that, got married, started having kids. My wife saw me in the gym all the time, coming to my fights, seeing me cut weight. Then after we had Tommy, she saw Tommy going through the same thing. We'd be at the gym all the time. And one day she just showed up with a camera. I'm in here too. I'm filming. What y'all doing in here? You always at the gym. You always let me see what's going on. She stayed in there for about 8-9 years filming us and just saw the world of boxing. And came up with this concept for Fight Dads, which was originally a reality show, but that grew into now Sons of the Sweet Science, which is a broader concept, which involves the community. It involves these different journeys that she sees these kids going through when we go to the national tournaments, all the different dads and how they relate to their sons and how they're using boxing to help their sons deal with what's going on in the world. Because we did all this, and my son was coming through COVID. He was coming through
George Floyd.
Yeah, George Floyd and all the different protests that was going on. So as a young black man, she was able to see what he was going through from a mom's perspective and chronicle that through the film and how boxing related to that and how we dealt with it together, as a family. But boxing and combat sports have always been there, and she's able to chronicle that in the film. David Lopez and his dad, Chris Lightning Lopez, Cyrus Dijon and his dad, Pat, Lyndon Lockenlally, and Kyle Lockenlally. She got Amari. Amari Jones in there.
Trying to get Amari on the show.
He'll be in there. Just call Cordell at Lions Den.
Okay.
He'll hook it up. But she's got all the guys. Andre, is obviously an icon from Oakland in the boxing.
Andre Ward, guys.
Yes.
Andre Ward, guys. Olympic champion.
Olympic champion, the guy, and one of the most cerebral boxers to come out of boxing in a long time. So, we have a lot of things to showcase in our boxing community in Oakland.
Yes.
I've lived like 3 or 4 different lives. So I've been a musician. I've been, my priority is being a good husband and good father. I've been a fighter, and now I'm executive producer of a very nice docuseries called Sons of the Sweet Science.
There you go. Shout out to Bill Haney, too.
Bill Haney.
Bill Haney.
He was in the music business, too, for a minute.
Bill Haney?
Yeah, he was trying to promote some records, little independent records out there. in music when I was doing my thing too. So, you know, and that's one thing about Oakland I gotta say, and with Renee, myself, Bill Haney, you, some of the other people, we have an entrepreneurial spirit coming out of Oakland. We like doing things our way, you know, and being independent and having our own shit. I mean, our own stuff. You know, we like having our own stuff and running our own show.
Yeah.
We like to boss up.
We boss up.
So Bill, you know, some of these other people, Andre, you know, Renee's a boss too. And when she wanted to do this, I was like, this is a great idea. You know, I'm behind it. Of course, I'm in it, but and she, you know, was like, hey, I want to do this. This is what I'm doing. I want to do it on you and little Tommy. You know, well, what do you think? I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
Well, you've done an excellent job. Like when you first started watching it, it was like, oh, this feels epic. You know what I mean? This is movie theater worthy.
Yes.
You know, and the way you presented the contrast, how people have a narrow kind of unilateral thought perception about boxing. You brought the beauty out of it. The thing that appealed to me most is watching you train your son, watching other fathers. I'm a father, train the son. And it's especially in environments like Oakland, which exist all over the country. How have you seen boxing, like really, if you could give me an example of how boxing has really turned somebody's life around, did a total 180, and just put them in a way better environment mentally, in a better space in their life?
Yeah, I got the perfect story for that. And it involves Andre Ward.
Yes.
Going to these national tournaments, I get to see a lot of fathers and sons, a lot of stories. And coming up, I've heard a lot of stories. But I remember somebody wanted me to go spar. I was boxing in the gym. Somebody saw me boxing. I was about 40 years old. I was hanging with some young guys. And they said, hey, I want you to come spar with this dude, blah, blah, blah. He's getting ready for this fight, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, man, what's his name? Oh, his name is Andre. I said, yeah, Andre, okay, whatever. I'll probably come through. Let me see what's happening. And then I was somewhere else with some other guys, just on the corner or whatever, some dudes I knew. And then I was like, yeah, man. And they were like, how's your boxing going? I said, I'm boxing. I'm still boxing. I'm still doing Muay Thai. I got these guys. I'm supposed to go spar with this dude, Andre. They said, these are some block dudes.
Yeah.
I said, Andre? That's my dude. I said, what's his name? I said, Andre Ward, man, that's dude. I said, you know Andre? These block dudes. They're out there working. So, yeah, Andre be out here with us sometimes. I was like, what? So I did a little investigation with some other people. Found out Andre's dad had passed and Andre hadn't been boxing. He dropped out of the gym and had just got back in the gym and was preparing to probably go to the Olympics. And I was like, wow, this dude was on the street.
Yeah.
This dude was on the street with these dudes, and now boxing has got him back focused. His coach, Virgil Hunter.
Oh, man, round of
Shout out to
applause,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Virgil
Another
Hunter,
Oakland
man. Come on.
has got him back focused in the
Yes.
gym, has taken him back into the boxing community and turned him around. He's getting ready to go to the Olympics. Long story short, I didn't go spar with that brother because I would have got my ass whooped. So I didn't go.
You didn't go.
I didn't go. So I didn't go. But next thing you know, he was winning the gold medal. He came out, started his pro career after that, got signed with Jay Prince. Shout out to Jay Prince. And went on to be one of the most legendary boxers ever.
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
One of the greatest ever.
Greatest ever.
Not mentioned enough.
And he could have not been nothing. He could have been out in the street. He could have been shot. He could have been whatever in jail. But a turn and a decision to go back to boxing led him back to a beautiful life, married, kids. You know, he's a godly man, spirited. So that's one of the best stories and examples you could look at how boxing can turn you in another direction. His dad gave him boxing at a young age. His dad was a boxer and started training him, took him to Virgil, and then Virgil became his godfather, another father figure, and kept him on the right path. Even when he was messing up, he brought him back and put him where he needed to be and stuck to the plan. And that's probably the best example I could give. And for me, too, boxing and martial arts kept me and my mentality right.
Kept you straight, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of cousins that are dead and in jail. I have friends that have done federal time, some very close people to me. At one time, my phone was tapped because of my association with people.
Wow.
So, you know.
That's a great story, man. Thank you for sharing this, man. We got Tommy McElroy is here, Renée Moncada, and we're talking about Sons of the Sweet Science Citizens. This is a great series to watch on YouTube over the weekend. Trace, I'm going to let you jump in.
Yes, sir. Congratulations, Tommy. Congratulations, Renee. Renee, I have a question for you specifically, because I would love to tap more into the mother's perspective, because I have a hunch that there are a good number of mothers who have children who perhaps want to be future sons of the sweet science, but the moms may have this apprehension, right? They don't want to see their babies bloodied up. Maybe they feel like it's almost contradictory to have a son in boxing while trying to raise him to be a sensitive man with a high EQ. What would you say to them to kind of ease that tension or discomfort?
Well, first of all, my heart beats into my throat when I watch my son fighting. So that's just not going to go away. Second, I feel more comfortable with him in the ring than in the street. I feel he's safer in the ring than he is on the street. And I also know, because of boxing, his awareness, his respect for his body, not putting drugs or alcohol in it, is there. There's community. So the advantages of boxing outweigh not boxing for girls and boys.
Word.
There's a lot of girl boxers out there too, so daughters too. I think it's a great sport for self-confidence, mental awareness. So I would encourage them, even for moms, getting in there and hitting that bag once or twice.
Yes.
It's a nice feeling, you know. So I
Cathartic.
think yes.
So you can handle seeing your son get punched in the face?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
I walk out as he's gotten. When he was younger, it was cute. You know, I would be like, "All right, get him." You know, now he's got the man strength, and he's 19. I sometimes do walk out, but filming, I cannot stop my heart from beating.
Yeah,
It
just filming it.
Just filming it, my heart is like in my throat. It's just
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Boxing is one of the hardest sports in the world, inside the ring and outside. It takes a different mentality. You got to have nerves of steel. You got to have ultimate confidence and believe in yourself. That's why when you get in there as a young man and learn how to box, it raises your animal spirit to a new level of intellect, so where you know when to use it and when not to use it. You know you're a part of a fraternity now, that if you go out there in the street and start doing stupid stuff, your brother's going to look down at you, upon you, and you're not going to live up to the standards that we're building in the gym as a brotherhood. And that's one of the advantages of sending your kid to a gym. Now he's a part of this fraternity, not a part of that fraternity. So it teaches you, life skills in the gym that are going to carry on in the rest of your life and dealing with other people in other situations.
Man, I could talk to you all day. Unfortunately, the show ends in about 2 minutes. But I want to say congratulations to both of you. Your contribution to art, entertainment, music, film, family, Northern California as a whole. You guys are royalty as far as I'm concerned. This project is excellent, absolutely. Sons of the Sweet Science, and I'm going to keep pushing it. For people to keep watching it, right? Yeah, man. And when you do part 2, let me know if you need a narrative, a voice or something. What was the gym that used to be off of 23rd and East 14th?
Kings.
That Kings?
Kings.
That's the gym I walked in. HB, I told this story because I had an option to go into boxing. I could have went into boxing or track, right? We started with track.
Ran the quarter, right?
Yeah. For to me, people in Oakland know my history on track. They know it, of course.
I remember.
They see my victories. But I went in Kings once, because Kings, right next to Kings, they used to have an arcade. This is when the arcades was big, and I went in Kings once, and I was fast. So I thought, man, I kind of want to train. And I remember this trainer put me in a ring with this little short Mexican dude, right? And he was like, man, well, show me what you got. And so I'm doing my little street shit, thinking I got hands. Man, before I even thought about throwing a punch, that dude dotted me up at least 3 times and caught me on the bridge of my nose. Man, I took the gloves off. I became a track star.
Started running right from the gym straight to the track.
Man. Tommy, I was not for that pain. Man. But even people who are 50 and over can get in the gym and box.
Yeah,
right?
Of course. If you got it in you, go in there and get it in. And you see, I always train.
Yeah.
I probably will never stop training. People tease me all the time because at the end of my workout, I do cartwheels and shit. And they're like, man, why are you doing
backflips?
Yeah, and I'm like, this connects me with my youth, in a way. So I'm always do this. I'm always train, and I'm always work out. I love the gym. That's my safe space and the studio. So people can get in there and enjoy themselves and be healthy. Watch the film. They'll show you, the lifestyle and people going through the ups and downs of boxing and family support. When you get in the gym and you're going through that stuff, sometimes you got to talk to people about, damn, I had a hard workout today, or I tried to do this. Didn't work out too well for me. And it chronicles, this film chronicles the wins, but it also chronicles the losses that these kids go through and how they deal with that. So it's, that culture teaches you so much. Like I said, it gives you a lot of love, gives you a lot of discipline, gives you a lot of, focus.
Yeah.
And a beautiful perspective on how to deal with life.
Yeah.
The sport is beautiful, too. There's something very sexy and mysterious about the sport, too. When you watch the film, the choreography and the movement, is something about it that just kind of draws you in visually. So I was happy to capture all of that, the choreography of the sport.
Yeah. You did an excellent job.
Very much so. I want to thank Renee for actually grabbing the camera, going to the gym, and capturing it. Because the man always, and celebrating the fathers too, just to showing that these fathers and the black and these mentors,
black fathers need more recognition.
And I think highlighting that is great. I think that's
the main thing. That's the main. Black fathers don't get enough credit. You always hear about them not showing up, or child support always seems to be in the same sentence with black fathers. And there are a lot of black fathers out there who are very present in their son and daughter's lives. My husband is one of them. And even within the sport, it just doesn't get enough recognition. So that was one of my goals, to show how hands-on these fathers are. They really love their children.
And shouts out to Mr. Virgil, men like that, that's mentors, that's stepping into those roles, that's stepping into those roles of fathers that have made past or might be in the penitentiary or anything, and teaching that these young men to be men. So to be a man, you have to know a man to be a man, and these are the men that we know. So I think
I can't do that. As a woman, I know there's certain things I cannot teach my son. And I will step back and let him, and then as a mom, I will give both of them a soft place to land, right? So the film really shows that. I'm very proud of the work. Thank you.
Yeah, matter of fact, for Father's Day, why don't y'all sit around and watch this film?
Yes.
Because fathers don't get anything.
No,
for Father's Day.
It's true. We try.
Fathers,
the
speak
big
out.
piece of chicken.
Tell them. Yeah, the big piece of chicken. No more mugs. No more mugs.
No socks.
Socks.
Starbucks card.
Yo.
Man, I got enough socks.
Yo.
Give me some money.
Man, something.
Like I be giving y'all.
Like
My daughters.
Oh my God, I don't. Yeah.
Your daughters. What they do.
I need some more money. Damn.
They be coming with WAP stacks, not even like a few dollars here and there. Bands, like it's like
They want bands.
Yes.
I love being a father though.
Yo, it's the best thing.
That's my reason right now.
Yeah, being a father. I love that, man. Tommy McElroy, Renée Moncada, we appreciate you. Thank you for joining us on this show. We'll get the Foster McElroy thing down the line.
Yes,
but,
sir.
Sons of Sweet Science, streaming now on YouTube.
And they can follow our Instagram page, which is Fight Dads.
Fight Dads.
Fight_dads. Yeah.
Fight_dads. I need every dad tune in right now to follow them on YouTube.
Thank
Fight_dads. every person tuning in. This is royalty right here. You guys, thank you for coming through. We
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you.